you kidding me with that catch, JJ?
That's how you stand up. That's how you stand up.
And that's the ball game. Touchdown, Vikings.
Welcome into a Victory Vikings Weekly. I'm Tatum Everett, and your Vikings are out to a 10-2 start for the second time in 3 seasons under head coach Kevin O'Connell. Up next, a home contest against the Atlanta Falcons featuring a reunion with former quarterback Kirk Cousins. And coming up in the show, we mic'd up Sam Darnold last game, and how he orchestrated the game-winning drives is something you're going to want to see. Comedian Jeff Foxworthy joins the show and has an interesting connection to the Vikings. Plus, Justin Jefferson sits down and tells us how he keeps track of record after record. Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold gutted out another tough performance on Sunday. After the Vikings went down 19-6 in the third quarter, Darnold went 12 of 17 for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lucky for us, he was wearing a microphone the entire time. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at that gutsy performance from 1-4.
And the Cardinals lead 19-6, 4:37 to go in quarter number 3.
We're facing a 13-point deficit.
Come on, fellas. Let's go.
Sam, Vikings offense, you got to go right now.
180. What's up?
Sam, bullet to Jefferson, caught! And another first down for the Minnesota Vikings.
What's up?
Sam back to pass, throws short, caught at the 10. T.J. Hawkinson dragging Arizona Cardinals to the 5. It's a 10-yard connection, first and goal, Minnesota.
180. What's up?
Sam from under center, back to pass. He gets away from sack number 5.
What I'm most proud about is the situation of the game didn't put you in the bad throw. That way, bro. That way to lock your mind up and stay strong. That's awesome.
Good job. Let's go. Keep going. Good job, Johnny. Let's go, baby. Let's go, fellas. Come on, D. Come on.
You can do it,
go,
Sam.
baby.
Right, let's go do it. Outside the pocket. Unless something's there, spin it out.
Yep.
Don't like waste time.
Yep. Hey, tempo. Tempo in and out here.
And the only coach in NFL history with a better record in one-score games than Kevin O'Connell is John Madden.
One-score games typically come down to head coach, game management, and quarterback. They're built to play in these one-score games, and they handle it very well. Now they got to see if they can hold on, and this Minnesota offense has come to life over these last couple possessions.
He whips it out to the left to Addison, gets to the 15, takes the tackle at the 10. Jordan Addison grinding to the 5-yard line.
Bro, huddle. Huddle.
They fail here on third down, probably makes this mandatory 4-down territory.
Darnold out of the shotgun, another big blitz. Looks to throw left, knocked away at the line of scrimmage.
But here it is. This is the game right here.
It's nervous time at US Bank Stadium.
So 4th down and 7 for Darnold and the Vikings.
Come on, stop.
Darnold lets it rip, and there he is. Justin Jefferson saving the day. On 4th and 7, they get 13. And the clock goes to the 2-minute warning.
And so it means the Vikings have to score a touchdown.
180. Come on, stop.
Touchdown! He's showtime! And Aaron Jones saved his best for last.
Come on, baby.
You reach his hand!
it work.
This all comes down to this 4th and 10.
Minnesota, the best 4th down defense in the NFL. A 4th down stop away from a comeback win.
Kyler back to pass, throws right, intercepted. Jack Griffin has won the game, and it's a high five for the Minnesota Vikings.
Great job, Sammy. Never in doubt, right hand.
Hell of a player, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
I love watching you on tape, bro.
Appreciate
Keep putting
you.
that good on there. Love the game, man. Keep doing your bro. Yeah, you're a baller. Keep it up, man. Hell of a player, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. You're a dog, dude.
Thank you, man.
Keep putting that on tape, man.
You know it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you too, bro.
Yeah, keep doing it. Yes, sir. Feels great. I mean, obviously a rocky start. Our defense kept us in it all game, and we were able to respond the way that we responded all year. Just proud of these guys, man. Proud of the way they fought all game, and love these guys, man. It's incredible. Our fans, they come out every single time. Super loud. I mean, it's awesome. There's no other place I'd rather play, and just so grateful to be a Viking.
Sunday's game was certainly a nail-biter, and actually the Vikings this year, they're 7-1 in one-possession games. And get this, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, since taking over the team, is 24-9 in one-score games. That's led to some very spirited locker room speeches, and this Sunday was no exception.
Hey, I told you guys last night, we checked the box a long time ago about being a mature team. All right, and what I mean by that is, very simply, 60 minutes, it ain't gonna go the way you want. There's plenty of things that we all can do better in this room, but there wasn't one time where I felt like anybody didn't think we were coming back in here 1-0 today. And let me remind you something. You know what 1-0 today means? On December 1st, this is a 10-win football team in here. I got some game balls right here, but before I get to them, all right, offensively, wasn't our day in the first half. All right, we had our fair share of things we can get better at, improve. That's a playoff caliber team. But once again, when we absolutely had to have it, piecing together the best parts of what we do between the pockets, giving Sam time. All right, finding Jets and J.A., big-time plays here and there. T.J. Hawkinson drawing a penalty. All right, and then when we had to have them, Aaron Jones, everybody in here has your back. You want to read that? 3 game balls on defense, because I thought the defense, all right, when you're tired and you had to make a play, you found a way to keep them out of the end zone early, and then you got that rock back for us when we needed it. All right, first and foremost, young guy, I just noticed him today. When it's a play style game and you see 61 knocking people back. The first of many to come. Love watching you play. Love what you did today, Jalen Redmond. All right, he had a look in his eye in warm-ups. All right, I didn't really know how it was going to go from a standpoint, am I going to have to hold this guy back again? All right, but playing his former team, needed a play. Backs against the wall. Byron Murphy right here. All right, and last but not least, all right, down Gilly in the game. A lot of snaps playing against a quarterback that's going to extend off schedule. We're still chasing him down all day long. But when we had to have it, night, put the game away. Shaq Griffin. I told you last night, if you don't believe, you have no more excuses. All right, do not give a what the narratives are. All we want is 60 minutes, once a week for however long they'll let us play. And we're just going to keep chasing it and chasing it. I love this team. 10 wins by December 1st. Sam Darnold, you got him.
Proud of you boys, man. Wasn't our day in the first half, but we got it done. Good shit, baby. Here we go. Vikes on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Still to come, we hear from Kevin O'Connell again, this time candidly talking about facing his former QB, Kirk Cousins, on Sunday. Justin Jefferson opens up about how difficult this season has been against the coverages teams are playing. And did you know Jeff Foxworthy has a family connection to the Vikings? Find out after the break.
Touchdown, Vikings!
1, 2, 3.
22-16 Arizona, 4th and 6 from the Cardinals 34. Minnesota 50% on 4th down this season. Ham to the left of Sam Darnold. Jordan Addison in motion to the right. Another blitz. Sam fires, caught! He made the blitzers pay! Justin Jefferson at the 23 rolls ahead to the 21 for a gain of 13. Naylor and Jefferson right. Addison left. Darnold out of the shotgun. 2nd and 2 from the Cardinals 5. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Sam to the right. Caught. And touchdown! He's showtime! And Aaron Jones saved his best for last. 23-22 Minnesota. Murray on 2nd down, hasn't been sacked yet. He dropped the ball, and he falls on it back at the 27. Be discombobulated, Tyler. The game's on the line against the Arizona Cardinals. 3 receivers left, 1 right. 4th and 10 for Kyler Murray, facing a 5-man rush. Kyler back to pass, throws right, intercepted! Jack Griffin has won the game, and it's a high for the Minnesota Vikings. They've won 5 consecutive games. The final score, 23-22 Minnesota.
The Vikings won their 5th straight game and reached 10 wins by December 1st. Welcome back into Vikings Weekly. I'm Tatum Everett, and Justin Jefferson hit another milestone on Sunday. He is only the 4th player in NFL history to hit 1,000-plus receiving yards in each of his first 5 seasons. He says that's now the norm, as we sat down this week in our Game Day Live interview.
Football is my main priority. Having that joy for the game, having that excitement.
Everybody has their favorite Justin Jefferson moment.
Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me with that catch, JJ?
It's not easy to win in this league, but it starts now.
On Sunday, you joined very rare air, being the 4th player to hit 1,000-plus yards in your first 5 seasons. The company's Mike Evans, AJ Green, and Randy Moss. When you hear those 3 names and think about what you've accomplished, what do you think about?
It's unreal. It's honestly crazy. You know, that's definitely a goal that I try to, achieve every single year, getting past that 1,000 yards.
Is it not one of those things where you're like, okay, yep, 1,000 yards, got it, we're good?
It's definitely getting to that point.
Right? Like that would be like the floor right now, right?
For sure. I mean, I feel like at this point when I don't get 100 yards, people think it's a bad game. So, I mean, it definitely shows the consistency that I have throughout this league of getting 100 yards.
How do you keep track of how many records you break?
I really don't, honestly. I really don't. I mean, you telling me this is something new. I really don't, pay attention to it, and it's not really something that I, go out there and try to achieve every time I step foot.
I figured you had a spreadsheet or something, honestly.
Nah, I don't have no spreadsheet. I might need to pull it up. I might need to, give me a little spreadsheet to see what's upcoming.
I mean, you gotta make your goals in the future, right? All right, 7 catches, 99 yards against the Cardinals. How did it feel?
Yeah, it definitely felt great. Just like you said, it's been a little minute since I had a production like that, and it's been a minute since I even got into the end zone.
And he's got his receiver, that's Jefferson.
It's only a matter of time before they get the ball to Jefferson.
I'm definitely keeping that in mind, and, I'm just trying to make a big play for the team.
I'd argue you're still making big plays. It's just been since October 20th since you've been in the end zone.
Darnold hit as he throws to the end zone, and it is caught! Touchdown!
How do you keep from being frustrated by the way that people are covering you?
Yeah, you just kind of really got to look at the big picture and not let, just the double teams and triple teams affect, the play style.
I'm not sure there's a more difficult matchup in all of football than Justin Jefferson.
I spoke to your position coach, Keenan McCardell, and he said the same thing. He says, you're doing your job just by stepping out on the field. What has this experience taught you about yourself in particular in this situation?
That I have that respect in the league, seeing other teams playing other people and other different teams, and then when we play them, it's totally different. It's something that we haven't seen on the film at all.
That's why he's one of the best in the business.
Darnold takes the snap, dives into the end zone, throws, touchdown! Darnold to Justin Jefferson!
Can we talk about Sam and just how well he's playing the last 2 games? What have you seen in him?
The confidence.
And that's a connection we're going to learn to love all season.
How much do you like playing with him?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Just him being so cool is what I like. He always have a smile on his face.
Go have a day, man. Let's have some fun.
You can tell that he enjoys going out there and just playing quarterback and playing for this team. And I love and I see the smile on his face every time, and it makes me smile as well.
Justin is only 63 yards away from 7,000 career receiving yards, something no other player under the age of 26 has accomplished. Someone who helped JJ get those numbers earlier in his career is former Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins, who will make his return to US Bank Stadium on Sunday. Cousins and the Falcons have lost the last 3 straight, and Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell shared his insight heading into the game.
Well, I think that, it's such a week-to-week league. I think they had some success doing some things during that win streak. Kirk playing really well, and he really has played pretty darn well throughout the whole season in a new system. I know Zach's doing a lot of similar things that maybe he was accustomed to doing here, but there's going to be ebbs and flows throughout the season. We're catching Kirk coming off of, a day where, he turned the football over, and nobody dislikes throwing interceptions more than Kirk Cousins. I mean, he just the one thing he knows, his responsibility playing quarterback at the high level that he has for so many years in the NFL, he knows that turning the football over is normally the fastest path to losing games. And we experienced it together last year with the fumbles and early on in the season with some of the turnovers, and we weren't able to overcome that no matter how well we played outside of those turnovers. So I think you're going to see Kirk get back to what he's always been. He's going to throw a ton of completions. He's going to be really accurate. He's going to run the show and get them into the best possible plays that he can, and try to stack as many of those plays against Brian Flores and our defense as he can, knowing that at any point in time our defense has the ability to strike and force a negative play that changes the whole momentum of a drive, of a quarter, of a game. And that's what's made our defensive group so great. No matter what plays you do get on them, they're going to make you snap it one more time. They're going to get red zone stops like they did against Arizona. And then ultimately they're going to find a way to make that play, turn the ball over, change the momentum, and offensively we'll be ready to strike when that happens.
You can find that entire conversation with head coach Kevin O'Connell and voice of the Vikings Paul Allen on our website. Okay, so Jeff Foxworthy, legendary comedian, is a Southern boy through and through. He is a Falcons fan first and foremost. However, on the latest episode of The Tailgate with Cy Amundsen, he reveals he may also be a Vikings fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the great Jeff Foxworthy. Jeff, thank you for showing up and talking to us a bit.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. I've always loved Minnesota. I did my last comedy special there. I always loved playing up there. And my football team has broken my heart so much that the Vikings are, you know how you always have to have like the second team? Because I'm a Falcons fan. I grew up in Atlanta, but they've gutted me so bad that the Vikings are my fallback team. And my youngest daughter married into a family of insane soldiers. So you guys are my backup team. So this weekend's kind of hard for me.
Are they down? Are they near you in Atlanta?
Yeah.
So what is the game day ritual? So let's go pro, not college. Are they coming over? Are you I have my nephew comes over. I have an adult nephew because I've got a big hillbilly family where somehow I've got a nephew 2 years younger than me, you know? And so he'll come over. We have, we've got the multiple TVs for the multiple people rooting for multiple teams. There's just curse words coming from different angles. Right. Do you guys get together or do you commiserate afterwards?
It depends on how big the game is, because he's like, if it's a really big one, he'll go into a shell.
Yeah.
And he's got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I allow them to come over here while I kind of clear space for him. I'm running like his wing, and he'll tell me first of the week, look, Sunday, I gotta be all in. Can you take the kids? And
you're his NFL babysitter wingman?
Yeah. And then my grandson, he's 3 now, but I found him last year. He's 2 years old. 2 years old, down at my farm in the middle of a field, and I videotaped him singing the Vikings fight song. 2 years old, every word of it at the top of his lungs with it. But it's so much like if he comes to our house, he has every TV in the house on, and he can't sit down. I've got footage of him like when the Vikings win in the last second. Well, I was with him in the car the other day when he lost his mind. But this dude like rips his shirt off, is out in the front yard beating his chest, screaming skull. He loses his mind. And then like was it 18? 18, I can't remember who they lost to, but he announced he was going on a hunger strike. He was as down as I've ever, so I literally, I mean, he's got a bad Viking problem. So I went, this is how good of a son-in-law. I went to Honey Baked Ham and got him a Honey Baked Ham sandwich and soup and took it over there. So
he's sick?
So like he has pneumonia because the Vikings lost. And I'm in there like, dude, you got to eat. You've got to eat.
That full episode of Tailgate, as well as all the pieces you've seen on the show, plus even more behind the scenes and preview content, is all located at Vikings.com or the Vikings app. Playoff implications will be on the line on Sunday, but in a good way. The Vikings can clinch a postseason berth with a win, plus a Cardinals loss and a Rams loss. So hopefully all of that will happen. That'll do it for this week's episode of Vikings Weekly. Be sure to watch as the Vikings host the Falcons at noon on Sunday on Fox.
Touchdown, Vikings! 1, 2, 3!